Do you believe we have powers? I most definitely believe we have powers. We are very powerful when it comes, literally. It's amazing the things that we can do. It really is. I have literally traveled to parallel universes. I have astral projected and went into the past. I have talked to energies inside of houses that was left over by other people. I have literally went to sleep in a house and astral projected. I have been kidnapped by aliens, and I still don't know what happened to my body to this day. So it's like, and y'all ask me, how do I do it? I literally just set intentions. It doesn't happen when I want it to. It happens when it's supposed to. Like I said, I have to be patient when it comes down to that. I don't do things on the command. I just send out a message to Source. I'll say, hey, Source, I want to travel to a parallel universe. And I want to talk to myself, or actually, see what's going on. Hey, Source, I would like to out of here that is making the balance in this house upset. You just got to talk to the universe. Talk to your higher self. Talk to your subconscious, because you will literally have the power to be able to do that. Like I said, speaking is literally so powerful. That's the whole point of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my son has been taken away by aliens too. My sister was too. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of things that people don't realize how powerful we are. Literally. Like, we're so powerful. We have literal realms inside of our bodies. We got portals inside of our bodies. We are vessels that travel to so many beings that come through to speak through us. So it's like, when you let go of the 3D information and the 3D things that they teach us, that we're just meat sacks and we're just inside of here, and that's not what that is. But can't the reptilians hear you? It's some people who have reptilians in their ancestry. It's a lot of people who have alien ancestry, and in their past lives have been an alien. There are people who are literally living on other planets as we speak. I haven't connected to the planets where I'm at. I think I've connected one of them. For some reason, my skin was green. Okay? My skin was green, and I was going through a marriage ceremony, and they were very tall, muscular beings, and it was like a very primitive native planet. Like, everything was like greenish color. Like, it was I don't know why, but those type of visions and those type of things happen, and I just be like, okay, there's an aspect of me that lives on a planet like that. You are the parallel universes where there are different versions of you. You could be an alien somewhere. You could have green skin. You can be on Sirius X. You can be on so many different planets all right now, and you can connect to those different aspects of yourself and talk to them and gain information from them. All you literally got to do is just ask. And it might not happen when you want it to. And that happens to me a lot. It doesn't happen when I want it to. But when it does, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, that's what I was trying to get to. Like, you just got to be patient. Everything will happen the way it's supposed to happen. And it'll happen in due time. And that's one thing I gotta realize. I was so impatient. I'm like, I want to get my third eye open. I want to astral project on command. I want to do it every day. And and I'm just like, I'm not even realizing that I'm already doing it. You be so much, you be so stuck in that whole thing where, okay, if I don't do this tonight, then I haven't mastered. Like, it's not like that. Time does not exist on those realms. So, how did you get your third? The man that was killed because he recorded a giant? What? Oh yeah, there are titans who are coming to this planet. I heard about that. I heard about the titans coming back. And they literally might. Where do y'all think y'all getting all that rumbling from and these earthquakes? I didn't know about that video, but I'll try to look it up and I'll try to see if I can dig into it and see what I can connect to from source about that. Well, but yeah, I was talking. There are finna be, and this is what I want y'all to realize, and I want y'all to let go of seeing things out of the ordinary, because I noticed that when I'm usually seeing things out of the ordinary, I'm usually seeing flashes. I'm usually seeing beings standing in my house and me driving, and I'm seeing them standing on the side of the road or standing in the middle of the road. And I just be like, trying not to freak out about it and be like, okay, well, what can I do about that? I just saw it and that's what it was, you know? So, when the thing with this is, there are people who are, racist. We got racist people on this planet. We got people who don't like you because of your skin tone. We got people even in India where they got this Vita caste system. The darker you are, the more closer to the devil, and the closer to the negative, the more negative you are. I think they're called the Brahmins or something. Even in that thing, like even in what I learned about in China, South Korea, North Korea, the Nanking massacre. Massacre. I want to make sure I say that situation. You telling me you literally killed, raped, beheaded, did a whole bunch of things to your own people? Like, dark Indians be the real singers in Bollywood because they cover it up. Exactly. This whole situation with racism and your darker skin and you're from South Korea or you're Chinese or you're Asian. It's like, come on now. How's these extraterrestrials who look way different than us? They probably got gray, green, blue, red, orange skin, and y'all still arguing about race? And these people, they might not even want to come down here because of that. Like, come on now. Y'all still arguing over who's better than who, what happened to this and what happened. Like, y'all over here treating each other so wrong. And it's like, how are we expected to even communicate or come to a higher understanding of what they can give us? It's like, this year is literally, I'm going hard for unity consciousness. I'm going hard for just everybody coming together, regardless of whatever race you are. We're going to be honest about what your ancestors did. We're going to be honest about the things that you're covering up about our bloodline and the things that we can do and the way we can raise this vibration of this planet. We're going to be honest about that. We're not going to just ignore it. It's not going to be forget and forgive. We're going to acknowledge the things that has been done. And just like you got to work with people you don't like, we're still on this planet. And the one thing that bothers me is Karens. Those type of people who know that they're racist and know they have an issue with something and they act like they don't and they become the victim. I like people, even if you are racist and you come out and you say racist things, at least I know how you feel. At least I know that you have that feeling. You know, instead of somebody who want to play like they're not racist, and that's what the government do. They play like they mess with black people. They play like they mess with us, but they don't. You're hiding things. You're terrorizing our bloodlines. You are literally hiding our history, not giving us the necessary needs to survive in this land. And you're over here telling me that you still want to help. You gave us a month in a television station and said, hey, y'all can work at the same places. You can drink the same water. We can all go to the grocery store. That's regular stuff. Oh, you think that you did right by us because you gave us the necessary human rights that we're supposed to have? It ain't over. What do you mean? You're still hiding stuff. You're still treating our skin, our bodies, like it's the same thing as a Caucasian body. And I'm not trying to say that nobody is different. And nobody is better than another person. But let's just be honest about the truth of what's real. This is not about ego. It's not about that. It's about, let's be honest. When we go into that sun and that sun absorbs into our skin, we get energy. We get healed from it. It boosts our spirit, our DNA. It makes us be able to taste and experience life 100% more better. We can make good food. We got rhythm. If you look up the difference between a white body and a indigenous body, they still treat us like we're literally the same. That's not we're not. The sun does something totally different to them than it does to us. So, scientifically, how are we going to have the same hospitals? How are we going to have the same healthcare centers? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about ego. I'm not saying nobody's better than nobody, but let's just be honest about what's really real. And let's take accountability for it. And let's take accountability for it. I don't treat white people no weird way or talk to them crazy. It's not separating them. It's taking accountability for the full scientific scale that is showing the difference in the bodies. It's not the same. We don't have the same bodies. The sun does something totally different from you than it does to us, right? Can we take that into accountability? Can we take that into scientific things? Why do you think that pills and these treatments and all of this food, this processed food, it doesn't work for our bodies because our bodies are not built for that. It's not. We're not built for that type of stuff. And it honestly, it doesn't matter if you're white or it's like, I'm not saying this. I don't have no ego when I'm saying this. I'm not. If you white, that's totally cool because I know that you came here and you're literally trying to help the vibration and fix the things that has happened on this planet that your ancestry has contributed to, and the people who are running this government and the bloodlines that are running this government that has contributed to that. It's some things that are us as non-ether beings, the Moors. Let's talk about the Moors. Let's talk about what they did. It's some things that we need to take accountability for what we did. It's some things that, the Caucasian ancestry has to take a bit accountability for. So You want that to be recognized medically, more research done about it scientifically. Yes. I want our bodies to be more recognized medically, that it is different. That's why when people, especially who are non-ether, take herbs, go vegan, stop eating processed food, they start to get that disease out of them. They start to get that sickness out of them because we're not even supposed to be eating this processed food. The Moors helped them. Yeah, they did, exactly. So it's like, it's certain things. It's always duality in the things. We got negative aspects and positive aspects. Caucasians got negative and positive aspects. It's positive Caucasian beings on here who are literally raising the vibration of this planet as we speak. We are doing the same thing. It's just a fall in frequency. That's it. So it's like, you know, I really like the people who are Caucasian and they be speaking and talking about, you not supposed to be doing that. You not supposed, like, they be on it, like making video after video trying to help us, trying to, like, you know, just speaking out about stuff. I'm like, dang, okay, go off. I didn't say it, she did. Like, some of them are really trying to, like, fight. They like, nah, we not doing this no more. You see what this country doing to us? They hiding stuff. They literally, we're all on this planet. We're all in this country. We're all being subjugated to the thing, this messed up system that is breeding our kids to become workers and not have a passion or light or color inside of their mind. So it's like, you know, it's like, you know, is we gonna come together? Because if we standing together against hate, I feel like it's gonna be amazing. The Moors brought Europe out of Europe. I think I said that wrong. Don't laugh at me, okay? The Moors brought Europe out of the Dark Ages. They did. Why did they do that? Why? Why did they share all of these key codes to these specific realms? And why did they share? It was more than just the technology. Not the technology. It was more than just teaching them how to clean up, you know? It was more than just bringing them out of the Dark Ages. They brought them to a state to where they was able to take over the entire world, the British Empire. What made them want to do that? You know, the Moors were teaching them about spirit science. That's how they know about these sacrifices. And that's how they know to take children. That's how they know to make things, you know, mess with the vibratory rate of this planet. That's how they know those things. Who do you think taught them that? We did. So it's like we got to take accountability for some of the stuff that we contribute to giving them this information. And it's like I really be, you know, I'm not just, like I said, I'm not just a person who just be like, oh, you know, 90 the beings are better than anybody, and they this and they that, and the rest of the races, we own everything on this planet, and the rest of the races, they should be bound down. So I don't think like that. I do not. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at everything with a microscopic thing. I'm looking at it. You know, because how did we get here? How did they gain all of this knowledge? Who taught them that? So it's like we're gonna uncover everything. And I'm still doing some digging on that. I want to make a video about the Moors. I'm going to. But I'm still trying to get the information back from source. You know, I'm gonna start calling it source, because that's, the whole broadening of the universe source. I'm still trying to get back to them on that. I want to be able to make sure that, if I have a dream about it, if I astral project and experience those emotions of what happened back then, and I just want to make sure that I'm clear about what I'm saying. Hola, from Puerto Rico. Oh, shoot, Puerto Rico. Whoa. The Anunnaki. There are, like I said, there are good and bad aliens. There were good and bad Anunnaki. There were good and bad Moors. We can't just say, oh, we literally have so much power. I know that for sure. We literally have a lot of power. But it's a lot of negative aspects of ourselves that have power also. That have taught the wrong people the wrong things at the wrong time. Do you think the government will apologize and give reparations? Nope. No. I don't think they're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna do nothing. I'm telling you. And if they do, it doesn't even amount to half to a fourth of the things that we owe. I mean, the things that they owe. Us Puerto Rican people understand we're with you. We were slaves for almost 400 years. That's wild. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got racism, slavery, just all over this planet. Over a different set of people who are all on the same planet. Why do you think they are not making it known or setting up galactic technology or setting up galactic places? Why do you think they're doing that? They're not. Because look at what has happened. It's still people who have so much hate and negative emotions and racism and people who think they better than them and trauma and curses and all types of stuff. They don't want to be dealing with this. They'll come down here and have blue skin and be like 8 feet tall. And it's gonna be somebody who's scared of that being, who will try to hurt it, harm it, put it in a science and a scientific place and poke it and try to experiment on it. Why do you think they're not coming down here? They're not gonna be known. They're not, because it's too much fear. It's too much negative stuff. It's like they'll stand right in front of us and there'll be some people who just hate them and for no reason because you're scared. So it's like, they'll let it be known. We'll see the UFOs in the sky like, hey, we're here, but if we come down here, we already know how it's gonna be. They're gonna try to experiment on them. They're gonna try. They're always trying to do 3D things to multi-dimensional beings. That's not. No, it's driven by emotion. The human race is driven by emotion. Exactly. So it's like, if they come down here and try to explain like, hey, we are the beings from the Andromeda system, and we just wanted to come down here and start helping you guys because we love this planet and we want to make sure and we want to try to do our best to help it and get it better. And then it's gonna be some people who are gonna be hunting them down. Y'all saw the movies. You see what happens. You see what happened in Avatar. They literally started to experiment on the Na'vi people. Learn how to become them. Take over their planet. It's showing you exactly that's why these movies and TV shows are more than what it is. Destroying the tree of life. Like, them doing all of that because they're more of a 3-dimensional systematic thinking. It's third dimensional. They only think on the third dimensional setting. You could never comprehend the multidimensional layers and levels to our spirits, these bodies. So it's like, if I was an alien and I was watching what's going on this planet, the hate of other humans hating other humans just because they live in a different spot or their skin tone is differently. Why would I come down here knowing that I'm way much more different than them, knowing that I have 3 fingers and 1 thumb, knowing that my ears are pointy, knowing that I breathe differently, knowing that my skin is blue, knowing that my eyes are much wider than theirs. Why would I come down here and interact with beings who have not mastered emotions? Why would I do that? So it's like, my fight for this year is to try to bring everybody together. And even if you are hateful, if you have hate in your heart because of another person's skin tone, because of where another person lives at, the most stupidest thing, I don't get it. I don't get it. I cannot comprehend the research that I did in Asia. Now, I wasn't in Asia, but the research I did on Asians, they got racism there. How do you don't like somebody who is in the same geographic continent that you are from? That does not make sense. Oh shit. Don't fall on me. Okay. But look, y'all, I'm not. Same goes for Haiti. That's what I'm saying. When I was talking about Haiti, there are gangs there. There are gangs of them who are literally attacking their own people because of what the government is funding them, because of money. What? I'm not doing this anymore. And I used to hold, I'm not gonna lie. I used to hold so much hate in my heart for what I learned about with white people and what they did to this planet and what they did to us. I used to hold a lot of hate in my heart for that. And it fueled a lot of anger and emotion, and it just, every time I would look at a police car, every time I would look at a southern, Hello?
How are you? Hello. Hello, guys.
What's up? What you talking about?
I am Marha of Syria. No English, sorry. Speak Arabic.
Oh, whoa. I don't speak
Oh,
Arabic. How we gonna talk?
thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know how to speak. I don't know what to say. How are you?
I am good.
Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. How do I? Let me see. Um. Hold on.
الآن مرحبا يا إخوان، الله يسعدكم يا رب. مرحبا أخواتي، الله يجبر خاطركم.
Okay, cause I don't, I don't know what to say. I was just like, hey. So I don't know what he was saying, but it's people there. It's like everywhere. It's like the hate. It's just weird. Have y'all ever watched Attack on Titan? Have you ever watched Attack on Titan? I'm almost finished with it, but it's literally the same thing. We got two people arguing. It's the same people, the same group of people who are saying, you're devils, you're devils, you're evil, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did. It's like, what is going on? So I'm done with it, y'all. I'm over it. I'm over the we have 444 likes. 4,044.4 likes. Okay. You probably don't remember that movies can be a form of propaganda. It can. It can. But I want all of us to come together. I want everybody on it. I want peace. I want peace. I want peace, y'all. I don't for the high, like, it's not, when people be like, oh, you're high vibrational or low vibrational, it's like, when I say that for like the high vibrational people, I'm saying for the people who have vibrated beyond, an emotional standpoint, who can actually think clearly and just not think of just, a negative way of seeing. When I look at people, I look at everything as a reflection. Even the white people, I look at it as, I'm talking about the low vibrational ones, the ones who carry hate, the ones who teach their grandchildren to hate people because of the color of their skin, the ones who yell at teenagers who are just trying to serve them McDonald's and treat them like they're literal horrible people, So it's like, for those, I look at it as a reflection. You are the negative. You are the lower negative aspect of energy. It's always gonna be there. This is a planet of duality. It's gonna be positive. It's gonna be negative things. Positive and negative people. It's just like whether you want to feed into it. And I'm not gonna feed into it. So I noticed that even when I was working, I used to work at CVS, right? I had got what's that word? Fired. Is it raining? Oh, it's raining outside. Okay, anyways, I had got fired from CVS because I didn't want to get vaccinated. And before this had happened, I was in the pharmacy, and there are a lot of people who get pills there. It's a pharmacy, right? And they would pick up from the drive-thru, and I'll be in the drive-thru all day, right? And I'll come across a lot of old people, because a lot of them need pills, and most of them were white. So, I don't even like to say black. It was me and another woman. She was older than me. And I was just like, how do you handle old racist white people? And she was just like, you just gotta it's lagging. Oh my goodness. You just gotta treat them like, when it comes down to people who have hate and have anger and stuff like that, you just gotta treat them like they don't know no better. You haven't reached a part in your life. You still stand in that consistent energy. You haven't reached that part of your life where you can go beyond that. It keeps skipping. Oh my gosh. Why do it keep skipping? Alright. Okay, well. Okay. Well. Can y'all hear me? My whole thing about saying that little story where she was just like, I worked here for about 17 years. I've always dealt with racist white people. And I was like, whoa, how do you handle that? How do you not let that affect you? She was like, they don't know. They're very, low vibrational. She used to have crystals and all types of stuff. She would just tell me, That's their issue, not yours. You don't respond back with the same energy. You are above that. And we always had to be. Even back in the 60s and the 50s and the 40s and the 30s and the 20s. You know how we always had to just be quiet? Just be above that. Don't let the hate get to you. Do you know how much strength that our ancestors had to have, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, our great-great-great-great-great-grandmothers had to have to be able to maneuver and be able to discern energy and not let it affect you and not let it make you turn into something that you're not? How much do you know how much strength that had to take, that height of level of consciousness to be able to look beyond what these people are doing and continue with your life to keep your bloodline going? That's the strength right there. Somebody can bring so much hate to your doorstep. Really? Who did this? Somebody can bring so much hate to your doorstep and you don't even let that affect you. Don't even let that upset the balance inside of your spirit. Oh yeah, we gotta get into that. That's what we all about. That's what we all on this year. We done arguing back and forth with racist people. It's no more racist cops trying to yell at them, trying to say, I know my rights and you're doing wrong. And why are you treating me like this? You're racist and how they act. You think when you respond back with anger and you try to match the same energy that they have, do you think that that's going to help you in a courtroom? Because if you, the court system, these laws, all of this stuff, they stole from us. They stole from us. Where do you think they got all of this? Everything. The way this system is. They twisted it though. But if you know your rights, if you know the laws, if you actually read up on things, you can protect yourself. They're not supposed to be bothering you. They're not supposed to be putting you in... They're not supposed to lock you up because you didn't have your seatbelt on. They're not supposed to pepper spray you because you, what was that video about? I'm finna do a video about joining the military because I saw a person, he was a literal, let me see if I can show y'all. Let me see. I rarely respond to people. Where is it? Who's doing this? Who finna keep working for this system? That people are starting to realize stuff. Let me flip the camera.
What are you, a specialist? Corporal, what are you? I'm a lieutenant. Lieutenant, get out of the car!
In this police body camera video that's at the heart of a federal civil rights lawsuit tonight.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car.
You hear the man behind the wheel try to explain that he's an Army lieutenant and that he did nothing wrong.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I ask you what's going on?
Get out.
What's going on?
Lieutenant Caron Nazario is black and Latino and was dressed in his Army fatigues. He was driving home in this brand new black SUV in December when police in Windsor, Virginia say they pulled him over because he didn't have proper license plates. But notice right here are the temporary plates sitting in the back window. The lieutenant admits he didn't stop for about 2 minutes until he got to this gas station.
Pulling the gun out. It's like, come on now. Come on, well, like, what? Why are we doing this? Why are we? I'm not accepting that. I'm not finna do that. Even if you do try to talk, like, the only thing you literally can do in those situations, because we know they abuse the power. They abuse it. We know. But the only thing you really can do in that situation is just record. You don't, and that's what I'm saying. When you go back to what the Black Panther Party was doing, they showed up every time they saw some weird stuff happening like that. Can you imagine us having our own police that protect us, because we know they don't protect us. They don't. So it's like, until we get that Black Panther Party back, I don't have nothing to talk about. So it's like, we're not doing this anymore. We're gonna stand up for what's right. We're gonna air everything out, and we're gonna respect each other. Karens, y'all gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to stop. Okay? It's done. It's over with. You can't keep doing this same little story. It doesn't work like that. So, I'm about to get off. But this whole, and I'm gonna say this before I get off. I'm not saying all of this and saying that, oh, we shouldn't do anything, we shouldn't fight back, we shouldn't, come with that fire energy and try to change and shift this stuff and bring out that literal, that strongness, that sternness, that masculine energy that's needed. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'm gonna post this live on YouTube. But all I'm saying is, we on this planet, either we gonna fight against this negative energy, or we going to let it happen, or let it keep upsetting us. If you don't like this country, then change it. It's like, millennials, what are y'all doing? Y'all got too comfortable. We're not comfortable. Okay? We gotta do what we gotta do to get this planet right. But at the end of the day, they not finna keep using this whole race situation as a means of, they keep us separated so we don't have to go at them. They make us hate each other so we don't go at the top. I've been watching this TV show called Money Heist, South Korea. And what they did was, they brought the South Koreans and the North Koreans together and said, stop arguing, stop paying attention to that. I'll give you money. I'll give you money right now if y'all come together and we talk about what's really going on in the government. Brought them together so they would look at, okay, who really causing this? But yeah, I'm finna get off. Unity consciousness is all I'm on. And I'm going to continue to be happy, be in my peace. But I just wanted to come on this live and let y'all know that I made this TikTok page so I could be able to diary my experiences, my downloads, what I see, what upsets me, what makes me happy. I'm here to just let myself go, and share it. And if some people are not going to agree with it, and some people are, but I'm not coming on here, I'm not arguing with nobody else, I'm not doing none of that. I'm off for unity consciousness. Okay? But I love y'all, and thank you for staying on this live with me and watching and listening to me, and actually trying to hear me. But I appreciate y'all.